never drinking again. It's no big loss. I'm never drinking again with Aidan Parents and Dan Ross.
Hello and welcome to Never Drinking Again podcast with me, Dan Ross.
And me, Aidan Parents.
So with the exciting, you could say, news that pubs are beginning to reopen, we're going for another alcohol-y themed episode, picking our desert island breweries.
Yeah, our well, for me, it's basically my 5 favourite breweries to drink from. I haven't really factored in the fact I'm on a desert island at all.
Yeah, I think the desert island idea was just to keep up with our theme of pulling episodes out of our...
Repetition's always nice. It's friendly.
And I also just like the imagery of like a big van from a brewery just pulling up to an island, dropping off some beer, and then leaving you.
Yes.
For those with an imagination, this is a fun way of viewing this item. But so I should say for new listeners, which I doubt there are any, me and Aidan are both craft beer wankers. So
Slacks.
We are massive. So yeah, these will be crafty brews. So hopefully we'll put you onto something you've not heard of. And without further ado, Aidan, what is your first brewery that you want with you on your...
My first brewery, it's the one that I talked about quite a lot when we did our little beery episode.
Oh, can I guess?
Back in the day. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that will make for some fun, some drama. The essence of drama is conflict, so... is it Collective Arts?
Of course it's Collective Arts.
Well done, me.
Because they are my favourite brewery in the world, as I've said many times to many people. They also do my favourite beer in the world, which is Ransack the Universe. They're just everything I've had from them is delicious.
Delicioso.
I would say it's the beer that's closest to making me come.
Well, I'd rather not have that image in my head. You drinking a beer and spunking on a desert island. But,
there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, well, that's true. As people have discovered during lockdown.
Yeah.
So, what's their like? What would you say is their niche? What makes them good? What makes them your favourite brewery?
Well, then their niche is more to do with nothing to do with the taste of the beer. Really, it's more to do with their style. They collaborate with a lot of artists, a lot of musicians and stuff, which is what they call Collective Arts. A lot of them local to where they are, which is Toronto, I think. No, Ontario, in Canada. And so that's their niche as such. What I like about them is they don't really do anything they do everything standard, but to the highest standard.
So like a really good IPA,
really good IPAs, really good stouts. Their sours can be a bit funky sometimes.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think of them mostly as sours, but...
Yeah, they do make some funky sours. I think most sours now are coming out quite funky.
Shall we rename our podcast Funky Sours?
No, that's my new stage name.
Please, welcome to the stage for his 5-minute open mic. Funky Sours. Hello, ladies.
Why am I going to do the whole set as Marvin Gaye?
Why not?
Because it would be offensive.
That is true. You don't want your stuff being ripped down in 5 years' time. Not Funky Sours.
But going back to Collective Arts, I find them quite difficult to find in this country, which is really annoying. But whenever I do, I buy as much as I possibly can.
I just like the image of like your dad or whoever you live with opening the door and it's just like cans falling.
Well, it almost was that because I bought like 24 cans from them or something at the start of lockdown, and it just came in this big box.
Like, don't worry, it only cost me 300 quid.
But yes, that's brewery number 1 for me.
Sweet. So do you want to try and guess my? Well, just try and guess one of the ones I've got on.
Yeah. I mean, I am certain that you have put garage beer down.
I have, and they were the first one I wrote down as well. My favourite brewery, mentioned on the podcast before, my favourite beer. But it would just have to say my favourite beer off like Garage Beer Soup. Brewery from Barcelona in Spain. Their main thing is like hoppy, punchy, juicy IPAs. They're like hazy New England IPAs.
They also do some really nice stouts though.
They do some really nice stouts as well, and a few nice sours.
Well, I've just seen they've got one in collaboration with Collective Arts, which might give me that might be the one to make me come.
That might be our house beer.
And it's a sour.
Oh wow! Yeah, that's the Never Drinking Again beer. The Collective Arts Garage collaboration sour. It's not. Do you ever think? Because we're so down far this craft hole. Do you ever think like, what was it like when we were like 18 and just drinking Carling? It's like if you told that 18-year-old, like
that it'd spend £8 on a can and feel like it was worth it.
Yeah, and be like, it's this brew between a Canadian brewery and a Spanish brewery, and it's a sour beer. It's like you're gonna love it so much.
Yeah, well, part of me does wish I never got into craft beer because
it's an expensive hobby.
It's an expensive hobby, and like it's hard to go back. I find it's hard to go back and drink the crap stuff. And
I was gonna say it's not rewarding. It is rewarding in the sense to get something nice, but it's not like a hobby in where like
it's not a skill.
We both work in that job now, but like there's no like production part. Like you don't make anything with it.
Yeah.
Even though we are making this podcast, so
in general, I don't think people are that impressed by the hobby.
No, they're definitely the opposite of impressed. Annoyed.
They are annoyed, especially when you're out and they're drinking a beer and you start telling them about it. And they're like, just stop. I just want to enjoy this. Without your commentary.
That's why you need to find other craft beer wankers to be like.
Yeah, I am slowly converting my friends.
Yeah, my friends are never going to be. There's some that I'll like.
Well, one of them turned to me today because I've been drinking quite a bit more craft beer in lockdown.
That's good.
Goes, I had a can of Stella the other day, and I thought it was horrible. And I love Stella, so I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, it does happen. When you go back, it's like, fuck. It's hard to find a good craft lager. There are them.
I think most breweries do a decent lager these days. Most biggish craft breweries.
That's true.
Tiny Rebel have one that's quite decent. Lazy Boy Lager.
Yeah.
In a Beavertown, Magic Rock, they've all got their lagers.
I can't remember who it was, but I had one that was like an unfiltered Pilsner. That was really nice.
Is that Purity?
Nah.
They have an unfiltered lager.
Yeah, Purity as well. Another local one.
I should also point out Garage is also on my list.
Okay.
So we've hit 2 birds with 1 rock there.
Okay. So we go on to a second one for me then, or a third one for you?
Yeah, because that was my number 2 list. So my number 2 was Garage.
Okay.
So number 2 for you, which let's have another guess. Oh, I reckon you've gone for something that is quite mainstream, such as a Tiny Rebel.
Nah, I've not gone for anything like that. You could say one of them is vaguely mainstream, but the one I've gone for as number 2 is actually a local brewery. Because I thought we've talked a lot about beer, we've not really bigged up much from the area. So I've gone for Glass House.
Oh, okay, that's different to the local one that I've got.
Okay, that's good. So
Glass House are very good.
Glass House are really
King's Heath, is it? Or Bourneville?
Oh. It's around. It's near Cotteridge. I know it's where a lot of like the craft stuff in Birmingham is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a tap room now, which I've never been to yet, but I hear it's like a maze to get to. So that sounds exciting.
See, I heard it was really easy. It's like you get a train and it's like
Oh, I've heard it's right by the train station, but
Yeah.
like the direction, because it's in like an industrial estate, like all.
okay.
It's like a very weird adventure to get there, which adds to part of the appeal for me.
You want to work for your beer.
Exactly, and plus, the longer it takes you to get there, the more inclined you are to stay longer. Which
Yes,
useful.
because like, when I'm here now, so
Yeah, I've got it here. I've got to spend at least the time it took me to get here, double
Yeah.
here.
yes,
The rule.
yeah. I hate doing more travelling than time actually spent at the place.
Exactly. So Glasshouse, the one for me that I really, they're very hyped around here. The one for me that really like sold it is the deep seeded range. Have you had any of them?
I'm not sure I have had that.
They're really good. So the one I first had, deep seeded RB, which is like a raspberry sour. It's almost like a smoothie but alcoholic.
Oh,
And it's banging. But again, another one who do like really good IPAs, hazy, crafty.
are you inside an ice cream van?
I am, yeah. I'm doing my rounds. I need to make my money during lockdown, man. You know what I mean? Like, furlough payments can only go so far. Can I get you anything? A flake?
I would do a lot for a Mr. Whippy.
Which specific Mr. Whippy? What's his name?
Dave.
Dave.
Whippy.
What are you saying? What would your Whippy order be? What would you go for?
What do you mean? A Mr. Whippy?
Yeah, but like, are you having an extra large one, a small one? Are you having a flake in there?
I just get a standard single cone with a flake. None of this fucking sauce.
See, I think it was very much indicative of me and you. Like, I would have like a double cone with a flake and raspberry sauce, all in.
Actually, I say no sauce, but I went somewhere and they were like, "Oh, do you want bubblegum sauce?" That was the only one they had. I was like, "Oh, go on then."
Oh, go on then.
And that was quite nice.
It's my mum's favourite ice cream flavour, bubblegum, for anyone who's interested.
I didn't know there was much ice cream that's flavoured like bubblegum.
What? You didn't know there's flavoured ice cream?
No, bubblegum flavoured ice cream.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, you have to go to like proper ice cream shops to get them, but my mum once went into an ice cream shop, had bubblegum ice cream, and they told her she was the first adult to ever buy it. Like, don't judge me, gelato man.
I've had a coriander ice cream.
Ooh. My favourite weird flavour, I had iron brew ice cream.
Yeah, I only found out about it because you know Richard Ayoade's Travel Man.
Yeah.
I was watching an episode of that in bed, and he was in Venice, which is where I was at the time, and he went to this ice cream shop, and I was like, that's literally a 2-minute walk from where I am right now, so I'm just going to go there and buy this ice cream that he's just had.
You saw yourself in the background footage. Wait a minute.
No, it was from like 2 years earlier, but I was like, I know exactly what that is.
What was your review of coriander ice cream?
I wouldn't have it again.
It was an experience.
And here's the thing: I watched 2 people on TV buy it and say that was horrible, and then I went, "Well, I guess I'll go buy it then."
That's the kind of review I like. I don't really have much else to say about Glasshouse, other than in general, support your local breweries.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if you can get outside of Birmingham.
No, I mean, they've been doing like you can buy beer during lockdown, but you have to go collect it from a shop. It's a bit too far for me. So I think that's added to my being like I really like it because it's unattainable.
Yeah.
Anyone who knows me knows I want what I can't have.
All right. Do you want to guess one of mine? I've already given you a clue.
Oh, it's another local one. I'm trying to think. I don't think it'll be Big Brew. Is it Attic?
It's not Attic, although I did buy a lot of Attic beers today. because the local off license got the full range in. So I was like, I'll have that, please.
I'm always very jealous when I hear you talk about your off license.
Yeah, it's so good. They had a load of Brew York stuff in as well.
Yeah. I get happy when I can buy a brew dog like Attic and Brew York. Not fair.
But no, I've gone for Burning Soul.
Oh yeah, they are good.
They make fantastic beers. Their ice cream pale is probably their main beer, I would say.
They're one that they're most sort of like known for.
Yes.
Yeah.
And their coconut porter as well is really popular.
Well, you mentioned both, and I was like, "Fuck, Burning Soul are really good." Like,
They're really good.
I've not had either of those in a while, but man, they are nice.
Yeah. I'm hoping we'll get some in for reopening on Saturday.
Maybe I'll come down. But, you see, what was I going to say? Have you ever been to their tap room?
I haven't.
It's good. It's only open like 6 till 8 on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, which are not ideal times to have free when you're working a bar.
And in the jewelry quarter, it's like one of the really well located breweries and tap rooms because there's like other bars and stuff around.
Yeah.
Or like some are just like in an industrial estate, and you're just like, I'm stuck here now. But yeah, the ice cream pale.
Yeah, they make delicious beers. They started doing cans now as well.
Are they really?
Yeah.
That's an interesting development.
Yeah, I think it's because during lockdown.
Yeah, a lot of the smaller breweries have started doing cans just because.
Yeah, it's a lot of money for them because canning machines are expensive.
Yeah, but it's worth the investment because otherwise they'd be making no money with there.
Yes.
So it makes sense, I suppose. I feel like we should shout out other local breweries. Just so
you got Leviathan,
which is very local to you.
Yes, yeah, that's in St Coldfield.
Holton Turner,
yeah.
Attic, we mentioned.
Attic. What's it? Twisted.
Twisted Barrel. That's Coventry. Dig Brew.
Obviously, Dig Brew. Yeah. The other one I know the guy who works for them. It's like chemistry or something.
Yeah, I know the guy. You know that. It's Lab Brew.
Lab Culture.
Lab Culture, yeah.
Lab Culture.
Lab Culture, Green Duck. I don't think we've missed anyone, but if we have,
Birmingham Brewing Co. Fixed which those two are more sort of cask based and not so crafty.
Yeah. Did Fixed Wheel?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so my connection lot dropped for a bit. But
yeah. Fixed Wheel was the another. We do some cakes now, but they're mainly cask.
I thought it was good because they hadn't filled in all the information properly once when I went on there. They said like how to get here, and it's like John put some information here on how to get here. I always like stuff like that. No, they're focusing on the beer, not the website itself.
Like when you see a newspaper and the second line is subheading here.
Yeah. Or like some celebrity been forced to tweet about something, and they just copied and pasted the email. It's like put something about our product.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to guess my third beer?
Yeah, well, I'll guess one of the remaining three. I can't guess exactly which order you've got it.
The specific list.
I reckon you're trying to be a bit wild, and you've gone slightly away from craft, and you've gone for Westmalle.
No Belgian or German stuff on here. I've gone pretty much fully just craft and ting. So I went for Cloudwater.
Okay.
Because they're the best.
I don't like Cloudwater.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I don't like it. I've had one beer from them and it was rank.
You've only had one
So
Cloudwater.
So I wrote it off. I've had some
That's
stuff where
mad.
they've been in collab with others that actually they've been quite good,
Yeah.
but I just say, oh, that wasn't Cloudwater. That was the other one.
What was the Cloudwater you had that you didn't like? Was it draft?
Can.
Okay, because sometimes I've ordered it in draft, and it's not because of Cloudwater, but it's not come in that good.
Okay. I've never seen it on draft. Actually.
I'm surprised. Never seen it on draft.
I don't think so.
That's mad. Not even in
It's
the
not common to have it on draft.
No, that's true. I suppose I've only seen it on draft when I worked where you work now. We had a takeover and had it on draft.
And we haven't had that since.
That's fair. But yeah, I wasn't a massive fan until I went to their tap room and tried it from source, as you could say. It's just fucking bang. And they did a bourbon barrel aged stout. That is honestly one of the nicest beers I've ever had.
Oh, I'd really like a bourbon barrel aged stout. It's one of my favourite types of beer.
Yeah, you can't drink them every day of the week. But
no, well, not with that attitude.
Yeah, you could. It would just be a very short week because it would end prematurely.
They're quite rich.
Yeah, and they're normally 9% plus.
Yes.
And
£11.
And yeah, and expensive as well. So I'm just finalising my list because I realised I haven't actually done it.
Yeah, I've just changed the last one on mine because you reminded me.
Perfection. Can I try and guess what that one is then?
Yeah, well, you can just try and guess one of the final two.
One of the final two. So it made you change your mind at the mention of stout.
That's not what made me change
my
mind.
Right, what does Aiden like?
So I'll give you a clue. One of them is becoming more and more mainstream and available in shops and stuff.
I'm sure you've mentioned this to me about someone you like being more in shops now, but I can't.
Possibly.
I'm just going to say because they're in lots of Magic Rock.
Oh, bang on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. There was on this is very lame, but on one of the craft beer forums I'm on Facebook, a big argument about whether Magic Rock is still craft. Aiden, your response?
So my whole thing with craft beer is, I think it should be craft if the quality of the beer is the main priority. So you make a really good beer and then you work out how to do the economics and make it profitable.
Fair response.
Your more mass-produced beers are more about just getting something as cheap as possible and getting it out there.
Fair.
And that's why I think Magic Rock is craft.
Oakley.
And you taste their beers and it tastes like craft beer. There's a distinct craft beer taste.
And they have cool can designs.
And that.
What's your favourite Magic Rock? Is it Salty Kiss?
I do like Salty Kiss. It's but it's probably Luminance, which is their New England IPA.
Ooh, nice.
It is very nice.
Based in Huddersfield.
Yes. Pretty much the only good thing to come out of Huddersfield.
Oh, what about that one season when they were good in the Premier League?
Yeah, but that wasn't down to anyone from Huddersfield.
That's true.
Jodie Whittaker's from Huddersfield.
Oh, off Doctor Who?
Yeah.
I've not watched Doctor Who since Matt Smith left.
The new series, the problem is the assistants are crap. Like Bradley Walsh just isn't an actor.
He is. He was in Corrie.
Bradley Walsh is not an actor.
He was in Corrie.
He still doesn't make him an actor. Les Dennis in Corrie. He's not an actor.
Les Dennis was in Extras.
Yes.
He's very good.
He was good in that, to be fair.
Just probably deviated off. But yeah, arguing whether or not Bradley Walsh is an actor, which he is, because he was in Corrie.
I mean, he might be technically an actor, but he can't act.
He's a great TV host, though. You can't take that away from him.
Yeah, fine.
Chase, absolutely bloody
Just
dynamite.
continue doing that.
Yeah.
And
Stay
get out
away
of
from
Doctor Who.
sci-fi industry, sci-fi legendary program.
Because I had 3 assistants as well, kind of thing.
Oh, you just need one.
The dynamic was a bit lost.
Yeah.
That other seasons had.
What? Anyway, ask me about my next brewery.
Oh, I mean, you got 2 left.
Yeah, I'll give you a clue. I'll pick the 2 breweries who've given me the most free stuff ever. So.
Oh.
I'm easily bored.
That's made me change my mind, because there was one that I was sure you'd have down, but I don't know if you got much free stuff from them.
Yeah. Say who that is, because I might put them on there. It was like
Northern Monk. I thought you'd go for.
Oh nah. I mean, I do. That sounded too dismissive. I do like Northern Monk, but especially the Patrons Project.
Yeah, that's it. I've seen you drinking a lot of Patrons Project.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I'll take one of these off and put Northern Monk on.
Specifically, the Patrons Project branch.
Specifically the Patrons Project, because they're really nice, and they've got.
Do you want to explain the Patrons Project?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it's when they collab with a brewery, collab with another brewery they like, normally a smaller brewery, normally a foreign brewery, and they also collab with like a northern independent business that they like.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I didn't realise it was breweries as well, because I noticed they were collabing with businesses. Like, they've got one with an ice cream shop and stuff.
Yeah, the one with the ice cream shop is probably my favourite. It's like a raspberry ice cream sour.
It is delicious.
And that is...
It's a funky sour.
Beautiful. It's another funky sour with funky sour. The funky sour hour. That could be your new podcast where you use funky sour.
Drink sours.
Yeah, for an hour. The funky sour power hour.
That's a lot of rhyming.
That's a mouth. Imagine saying that after a mouthful of sours as well.
Oh.
Pain. They also did one with a ramen bar. It was a.
Oh yeah.
And that was really nice. And then they get local artists to do the cans as well.
Yes, that's right. So that's cool. Like collective arts.
Yeah. I do really like I'm just loving it. I do really like the Patrons Project. Shit. Now I really want one, and they're expensive and not readily available.
So are you actually putting that? So have I guessed wrong but ended up getting it right?
Yeah, you guessed wrong but made me like, yeah, they are. I do really like them, and I do drink them all the time, to be fair. They're one of those ones when if I come into your place of business and there's one I haven't had, I'm definitely having it. Yes. Regardless if it's $7.90 a can. Yeah.
That's why I thought you'd have gone for it, because I've seen you come in and be like, oh, there's a new Northern Monk Patrons Project.
Yeah. Or the even sadder thing of like going up being like, oh, have I had this one? Let me check my beer app. But we the industry needs saddos like me to flourish. So
yes.
If anything, I'm a hero.
You're the unsung hero
of British industry. What is your final choice?
Right, I'll give you a clue.
Okay.
It's from the north.
From the north. Wylam.
No. It's North Brewing.
Oh. I should have got that close straight away.
Which I've had a few of them before, and then we had a tap takeover where I am, where we put on 8 beers from them, and they were all delicious.
Yeah, I've not had much from North. So.
They're really nice.
Yeah,
Stouts
definitely
they have down to a T, and sours actually, which are 2 of my favourite beer types.
Smashed it. They're from Leeds, aren't they?
Oh, I couldn't tell you exactly.
Leeds or Manchester.
Leeds.
Leeds. We love you, Leeds. Just a Leeds chance there for colour.
Yeah, really great brewery. I don't really have much more.
What else is there? I've noticed it's just been we've said it, just gone, it's nice. And then gone,
because there isn't much more you can say about beer, really.
We should not be reviewers. Okay, so do you want to guess my last one? The clues are they gave me free stuff, and they're in London.
See, if they're giving away free stuff, it makes me think that they're not small, which makes me think Beavertown.
No, I never got it. So it's from when I worked in my bar in London. And that's why I was getting. They weren't just giving me free stuff because I'm nice. It was because I was buying beer for a bar.
Yeah, no, I assumed that.
It's like, he's lovely. Let's give him some stuff. And yeah, Beavertown. I was told to not buy Beavertown because they'd been bought out. So I was like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, these are the same one because I don't think Magic Rock is craft beer.
Yeah, don't get it. Game's gonna kick off.
Fucking at me.
So I put 2 down, and then you changed my mind with Northern Monks. I don't know which one to say. I'm trying to think who gave me more free. Yeah, who gave me more? It was more.
I've not heard of these guys.
You've not heard of more?
I've not heard of more.
Oh, more.
Oh, M-O-R.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking
M-O-R-A.
Yeah.
M-O-R, more. So they're from Bristol, but they've got a tap room and brewery on the Bermondsey Beer Mile. And
okay.
They do cast stuff as well. They're one of the first craft places to be vegan.
Okay. They do them in the office as well.
Oh, you lucky boy. And the cool thing about them from the craft sort of perspective is they started around the same time as Brewdog, but deliberately don't want to be that big. Or at least that's what they say.
Yeah, absolute bollocks. Anyone is going, nah, don't want that.
But they want to. Their thing is being independent, and they don't want to be bought out. And they're owned by someone who used to be a punk rocker. So my 5th and final choice there was more.
Yep. And we're cutting the episode short because we've had some difficulties.
Fuck Wi-Fi. Fuck lockdown.
Fuck the police.
Yeah, why not? Just fuck everyone. That'll cheer them up.
Yeah. So there we are. 9 different breweries.
We just run through our lists.
Sure. So I have had Collective Arts, Garage Beer, Magic Rock, Burning Soul, and North.
I've had Garage, Glasshouse, Cloudwater, Northern Monk, and more. As in the brewery more, not additional breweries. So thanks for listening, guys. Hopefully I'm able to cobble something together. The Wi-Fi was terrible during this recording, guys, just to let you in on some behind the scenes.
This is why we can't wait to get back in the studio and give you some proper episodes that aren't just me and Dan rambling on.
Yeah, I think everyone wants that. We've got our YouTube channel as well, Never Drinking Again podcast.
Yeah,
So,
we'll get some post-lockdown vids up.
some maybe pornographic in nature. They won't be.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see if the offers roll in. But thanks for listening, and stay tuned for when we go back to normal, because it should hopefully be soon. If me and you live together, we could be starting back up on the 4th,
Yes,
but we don't.
gladly.
Oh, I am a perfect house guest, roommate. My room's only mildly covered in Coke bottles at the moment. Anyway, goodbye.
Suck your nan.
Hey.
I'm never drinking again. It's no big loss. I'm never drinking again with Aidan Parents and Dan Ross.